Imagine this. CEO A has brilliant idea B, who shares that with VP of Product Development C, whose team D through F executes on flawlessly. VP of Marketing G hires Justin Bieber H and launches perfect product I to the excited masses. Or, this scenario may sound more familiar. CEO A shoves flawed idea B down VP of Product Development's throat, C, who then steps on marketing's toes, D through H, by bypassing focus group I to implement own brilliant idea, J. CFO K spots impending disaster, L, and quickly passes the buck, M, to disillusioned workforce, N through R. Note, CEO should deploy golden parachute S in case CEO A is indeed an a-hole. And I can say that because I'm a CEO. So the point of all of this is just like Rube's illustration here. There is a lot that needs to happen between points A and Z. There's a lot that can go right, and there's more than enough that can go wrong. Whether you're talking from idea to product, to developing strategy, to execution, to becoming a CEO or a director, and having a team that is really with you. It can be a treacherous landscape, and that's why companies such as my own offer you millions of tools and training and programs to navigate that landscape. There's everything from achieving a black belt in Lean Six Sigma to becoming a Buddhist and a Zen leader. I don't know. There's assessments, there's evaluations, there's CRMs. You name the problem, there's a solution. And all of that can be incredibly useful in improving upon what you already have. What I want to spend our time together on today is what is at the core of everything you do. The kernel, the core that is at every relationship you have. Your relationship with your employees, your relationship with your coworkers, your shareholders, your customers, your families. And that is conversation. Put simply, what gets talked about in an organization, how it gets talked about, and who is invited to the table absolutely determines what is going to happen or what is not going to happen. And if you have fooled yourself into thinking by simply having a great idea and a 20-mile march and pulling the team is going to get you from here to there, you're mistaken. Even someone like Sam Walton, who's a head of a large company, if he says turn right, that ship won't turn right until everybody's on board with him. And we build that through conversations. Conversations are the workhorse of an organization. They are the work of a leader. And the word conversation can seem somewhat benign. I think we think, if my jaw's moving, I'm having a conversation, right? Well, maybe not. The word conversation comes from the Latin conversare, which means to associate with. The first three letters, C-O-N, mean in Spanish, with. So the idea of being with someone is incredibly important to a conversation. How many of you know of someone who has versations? Oh, is it just the American thing here? What does it feel like to be on the other end of a versation? George Bush, thank you. I almost defected to Canada. That's another story. It's not a pleasant experience. And while a keynote is a form of a versation, in theory, you've signed up to this. But if you're a leader and this is the way you communicate, your employees don't have a decision whether or not they sign up for your daily versations. I know a lot of organizations whose overall communication style is a versation. It is one way. Being in conversation means to engage in an exchange of sentiments and ideas. If you're not doing that, you're having one of these versations that we could all do without.